Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. Gentle reminder, as always, to please like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it is a free way to support the channel. And a big shout out, as always, to all those who usually support. So I want to take a look now at Junior Flemmings' game, his debut his debut game, or his debut competitive game for Birmingham Legion against the Memphis 901. Right, I want to take a look at that because obviously Junior Flemmings is a very important player for Jamaica, and personally he's one of my favorite players. I'm a big fan of Junior Flemmings. I think he's a very complete player, right? I mean, well-rounded game man, and can play in multiple positions, right? So I am really and truly a fan of Junior Flemmings. And I'm a little bit disappointed. I think this year he's wasting an entire year playing the USL, right? He should not be in the USL. He's better than the USL. This particular game against Memphis was a good game, right? Memphis caused some problems earlier on with the high press, right, and transitioning quickly, right, winning possession a couple of times up further up the pitch, very high up the pitch, right, and quick in transition, and caused Birmingham some problems earlier on, right. You know, Memphis had a couple of moments in the final third earlier on in this game. Right, but as the game progressed, Birmingham Legion got more and more into the game. Well, not more and more into the game, but they took control rather. They took control of the game more and more. Right, both teams were decent defensively as well. You know, decent defensively. Especially Birmingham. Birmingham, you know, did well on a couple of occasions when Memphis got into the final third. Birmingham did well from an organizational standpoint to keep out Memphis, because Memphis had won the ball high up the pitch in a couple of dangerous positions. But Birmingham did well to keep them out. So yeah, Junior Flemmings was really good in this one. Right, Junior Flemmings was really good in this one. And yesterday we were on coach's desk discussing the starting 11 for the upcoming national games, and we were saying that, you know, Flemmer can't start because Flemmer hasn't played in a while. But boy, based on what Flemmer did in this game, right, I would start Flemmer. Flemmer looks sharp as ever. Right, Flemmer looked sharp as ever in this one, man. He looked really good, right? And by the way, a couple of other Jamaicans played in this game as well. The goal scorer for Birmingham Legion in this game is a Jamaican as well, right? And there were two other Jamaicans for Memphis as well. But you know, the spotlight is on Junior, the big star baller, Junior. Junior's first touch, you know, Flemmer was fouled about midway the attacking third, right? He picked it up and turned and started cutting inside, right? And hence he was brought down. So, and by the way, Flemmer was playing as a striker in a front two in this game, right? His second touch, he picked up the ball about midway the attacking third and started running at the defender. You know, turned him a couple of times. You know, tried a left-footed cross, but the right back got a blocking. Right, the third touch, Flemmer again dropped into that pocket of space between the defensive line and the midfield line, started running at the Memphis defense, cutting inside and got past two defenders before switching the play out wide, right? Out wide to the right flank. Right, and at this point, after his first three touches, I'm saying, right, Flemmer not looking too bad at all. For a player that hasn't played in a while, right, Flemmer not looking bad at all. He was looking sharp from the get-go, Flemmings was looking sharp, right? Flemmings again picked up the ball just before the halfway line, and started running at a defender 1v1, right? And this was on a transitional play. He cut inside, found his strike partner on the edge of the box, right? And his strike partner was a fellow Jamaican as well. And Brett took 2 touches before trying to slip one through for Flemmings, right? So he took 2 touches and then looked up and saw Flemmings in some space in the box, right? But the ball was a bit short, right? If that ball had gotten to him, man, Flemmings would have certainly scored. Right, and again, man, after these couple of plays, man, you realize Flemmings was in the mood to ball. Right, he was looking really sharp. A switch of the play from the right flank to the left, right, to find Flemmings in open space just outside the box, right, and at this point in time, Flemmings was slaughtering everything 1v1, right, everything 1v1 was in trouble, right. He started running at the defender again, which is obviously a consistent theme with Flemmings' game, right. He's very aggressive where that is concerned, right, running at defenders 1v1, right, and Flemmings on this particular occasion beat the player impressively, right, before his ground cross was cleared away, right, a very important clearance because the centre forward was right behind the defender, right behind the defender. And let me tell you, man, Junior was very involved in this game, right, very, very involved in this football game. And every single time he was 1v1 with a defender, 9 out of 10 times the defender was beaten. Probably 9.5. Right? Flemmings pile off a defender face, man. Right? Pile off him. I mean, the defender just barely got a toe to it. Right? To get it away for a corner. Right? Just flick the ball over him head, man. And it wasn't a full flick over the head because, Flemmings didn't get it back. Right? The defender just barely got a toe to it and put it out for a corner kick. Right? Junior was midway his own half, took 1 touch and got the beating of the player pressing him, right, and was fouled, right, and this player got a yellow card, right. So Junior was just all over the pitch, just causing problems, man. And by the way, Memphis got 2 yellow cards in this game, and 2 of them were as a result of bad tackles on Junior Flemmings, right? Junior pressed in this game on a couple of occasions and won the ball, right? He pressed on a couple of occasions and won the ball for Birmingham Legion, right? His first shot in the game, right? And this obviously was also his first shot of the season, right? And he was right on the edge of the box. But this shot, it was hit with some power, but it went straight to the goalkeeper, right? On another occasion, an excellent turn by Junior Flemmings, right? And a good left-footed pass, off balance, right, for the overlapping runner, right? It was good hold-up play from Junior Flemmings and a good turn and a good left-footed pass. And he was off balance. He was falling over on this particular play. And he still, got a good pass down the line to the overlapping fullback. On another particular play, Junior ran in behind the defensive line to get on a through ball, right? A good short low cross from Junior across the face of the goal, right? And found a Birmingham Legion player in the penalty box, right? But an excellent save from the goalkeeper denied Legion a goal and denied Junior an assist. On another occasion, Junior well placed in the box and the overhead ball almost got to him. But truth be told, Flemmings could have done a lot better in this situation, right? He could have done better in this situation because he stepped back a little bit, right? He stepped back and this allowed the defender to get in between him and the ball. And, instead of attacking it, he stepped back. He should have attacked it, right? He should have attacked it rather and get himself between the ball and the defender, right? To get a touch on the ball and guide it into the net. Or at the very least, draw the foul and win the penalty, right? So this was one of the few things, probably the only thing I can remember Junior getting wrong in this particular game. A long diagonal ball sent Junior far out wide, almost to the corner flag, and a brilliant piece of skill from Junior, right? He almost nutmegged the player, right? Or what we call salad. But the player tried to use strength to hold off Junior, but it failed, right? Because obviously, you guys see Junior Flemmings, man. Junior Flemmings bulk up, right? Junior Flemmings is a strong player. You can't use physicality. It's not easy to use physicality against a Junior Flemmings. So on this particular play, Flemmer got past him. As a matter of fact, the defender ended up on the floor. And then Flemmer headed into the box, right, with a burst of pace and got past another player. But unfortunately, he overran it slightly, and the third player made a successful challenge, right? The ball ended up, however, ricocheting, right, off of Junior Flemmings and fell kindly for another Birmingham Legion player. But the shot was straight at the goalkeeper. Guys, Flemmer in this game, man, was just causing a ton load of problems, man. For me, he was the best player on the park. He was the best, and I'm not even exaggerating. He was the best player on the park. On another occasion, Flemmer picked up the ball at the half line, right, a sharp turn to get rid of his marker, and he started making inroads, right, and broke the midfield line by getting past the player who was protecting their back four, right? But, obviously in that particular situation, once he got past that player, he would have been running at the defensive line. And, the defensive holding midfielder obviously could not allow that, right? So he took one for the team. And, this was the second yellow card. As I say, Memphis got 2 yellow cards in this game, if memory serves me right, and both of them were as a result of fouls on Junior Flemmings, right? Flemmer dropped back on another occasion. He dropped back, collected a loose pass at about midway zone half, took a couple of steps forward, and then played a wicked through ball through 2 gaps, not even 1 gap, 2 gaps, both a gap in the midfield line and a gap in the defensive line. And it was a high defensive line that on this particular play Memphis was playing, right? But the keeper read it very well, right, and came and got rid of it, came off his line and got rid of it, right? His teammate was making a charge down the right, dragged the holding midfielder who was tracking him out of position, backheeled a pass to Flemmer, and at this point in time, Flemmer had acres of space to run at the back line, right? And Junior delivered a very good through ball that got a winger in behind, but unfortunately on this particular play, the shot was saved, right? The ball was cleared, however, and Junior Flemmings, right, kept the play alive, which led to a barrage of shots on the Memphis goal from a couple of Birmingham Legion players, right? Flemmer, like literally Flemmer was on fire in this one. As I say, it's surprising that Flemmer hasn't played competitively in a while. And another play, Flemmer took 1 touch and darted past the left fullback before whipping in a dangerous cross. And another play, Flemmer picked up the ball on the edge of the attacking third, started running at the defense, got past one, right, and the other defender on this particular play tracking back, right? He was tracking back to avoid being beaten by Junior Flemming, right? Because obviously if Junior beat him on this particular play, he would have been through and goal. So he was not approaching Flemmer, he was backing off, right? Flemmer dropped the shoulder to create a space for to create some space for a shot, right? But unfortunately, the shot went straight at the keeper, but it was hit hard. He did have some power on it, and the keeper failed to gather it. But if memory serves me right, a Legion player almost got on the end of this rebound, but he didn't get there, right? And Junior's on the very last involvement Junior had in the game, like in the 93rd, 94th minute, it was a poacher's attempt, and it was the last big chance of the game. Junior should have scored, but to be fair, it was a good save from the goalkeeper, right? Flemming had acres of space in the box. At this point in time, it looked like Memphis were a bit tired. Flemming had acres of space in the box, right? And got onto the end of a very good cross, right? A very good cross. But the keeper did pull off a good save, right? So as I say, Junior Flemmings balling in this game, and absolutely balling. He was on fire. And judging from what we saw in this game, it would be a bit crazy for Junior not to start. If he keeps this up, which I have no doubt he will, for him not to start in the upcoming friendlies. It was hard to imagine that this player has not played for a while. He was absolutely magnificent, rarely put a foot wrong, and he was absolutely on fire, absolutely balling, absolutely untouchable. One of my favorite Jamaican players. Just take the ball and just run at defenders, not care who them be. So anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents on Junior Flemmings' debut for Birmingham Legion. A very good debut. I was mightily impressed. So, we'll continue to track Junior Flemmings. Okay, guys, take care, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your day.